This is Platinum Northwest TV News. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Philadelphia Mangoeng. Let's take a look at the news making headlines. First up, 6 classrooms at the Rauwane Sepeng Secondary School destroyed in devastating fire, and the Hawks have arrested a former local municipality CFO for alleged fraud and the contravention of the MFMA. In the business news, a survey shows that taxpayers' trust in SARS has remained stagnant. And in the sports news, Madrid and Milan to headline Match Day 4. We begin here. The Northwest Department of Education have expressed deep concern over the recent fire that severely damaged a block of grade 12 classrooms consisting of 6 classes at Rauwane Secondary School in Tlhabane in the Rustenburg local municipality on Monday. Firefighters responded swiftly to a blaze, ensuring that all learners and staff were evacuated safely. No injuries have been reported as all learners and staff were able to evacuate the premises safely. MEC for Education in the province, Viola Mutumi, says that the tragic incident is a significant setback. In other news, members of the Hawks Serious Corruption Investigation have arrested a 45-year-old suspect on Monday for alleged fraud and the contravention of the Municipal Finance Management Act. The suspect, who is the former Chief Financial Officer at Rauwane local municipality in Christiana, was arrested in Heidelberg following allegations of fraud and the contravention of the Municipal Finance Management Act in the procurement of motor vehicle rental service for the mayor. Here's the South African Police Service Lieutenant Colonel Teniko Matebula with more details.
The suspect, who is the former Chief Financial Officer at Rauwane local municipality in Christiana, was arrested in Heidelberg following allegations of fraud and contravention of the Municipal Finance Management Act in the procurement of motor vehicle rental service for the mayor. Reports indicate that from April to May 2022, the suspect procured motor vehicle rental service for the mayor without following proper supply chain processes. Investigation revealed that the suspect procured these services without the approval of the municipal manager. As a result, the municipality suffered a loss of over 167,000 rand. The suspect is due to appear in the Christiana Magistrate Court on Tuesday, the 5th of November 2024, to face 3 counts of fraud and the contravention of Municipal Finance Management Act.
In more news, the African National Congress in KwaZulu-Natal says that while the government of provincial unity is progressing well, there are elements that need to be addressed. The party leveled allegations against KZN Cooperative Governance MEC Letsile Buthelezi, claiming he caused setbacks in the government of national unity. The NC briefed journalists in Durban earlier on Monday, reflecting on the unity government that included the IFP, the Democratic Alliance, as well as the National Freedom Party. Now, party provincial chairperson Sponiso Duma said in his view, Buthelezi was not honoring the political structure. Moving on to international news now, Israeli police have arrested a top aide to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over allegedly leaking classified information. Opposition parties leaders says that the intelligence was faked and part of the ruse to thwart a ceasefire and hostage deal in Gaza. The investigation centers on allegations that the Prime Minister's office promoted to foreign media that claimed that Hamas was planning a smuggling hostages out of Gaza over the Egyptian border and creating divisions in Israeli society to pressure Netanyahu into a hostage release and ceasefire deal. Families of hostages held in Gaza have accused Netanyahu of repeatedly upsetting an agreement with Hamas, believing that the end to the Gaza war would force the Prime Minister to hold elections. Israeli opposition leader Yair Lapid and Benny Gantz, who quit Netanyahu's wartime cabinet earlier this year, have seized on the allegation leaks as a failure at the very top of government, with Gantz calling it a national crime. With that, let's take a look now at the business news. In the business news, taxpayers' trust in the South African Revenue Service has stagnated over the past 12 months, although the overall taxpayer experience when dealing with the government agency has improved. Participants in the latest PwC Taxing Time survey note that lack of knowledge by SARS staff has a massive impact on the trust they have in SARS. Some even feel targeted since they are audited every time they submit a return or an assessment. PwC Director of Tax Controversy and Dispute Resolution, Letsile Tebogo, says improved taxpayer trust is important. PwC has been conducting the survey since 2018. This year, the report reflects the impression of 206 corporate taxpayers across 17 industries. The survey was conducted from May to July 2024 and posed questions about the verification and audit processes, disputes, and SARS service delivery. And that's all from the business news. Up next, we wrap up with the sports. In soccer news, Real Madrid blushed as they overturned a 2-goal deficit to defeat Dortmund 5-2 on match day 3. Returning to the Santiago Bernabeu, Los Blanco will want to recreate the magic of that night as opposed to the gloomy 4-0 Clásico loss that followed. Now, Milano picked up their first win of the league phase last time out, beating Club Brugge 3-1 at the Stadio San Siro. In another big game, Liverpool will host German side Bayer Leverkusen. Now, Liverpool are one of the two sides carrying their wins into match day 4 and will be hoping for a win. In other selected features, Sporting CP will play against Manchester City, with Celtic facing off with Leipzig. Kickoff for all these games is 10 p.m. In athletic news now, Letsile Tebogo has been nominated for the Male Track Athlete of the Year, while 100-meter champion Noah Lyles is snubbed. Lyles won one of the closest Olympic finals in history to take gold in Paris in August by 5,000ths of a second from Kishane Thompson of Jamaica. In the women's category, Olympic women's 100-meter final, Julian Alfred of St. Lucia is one of the 2 women track field athletes. She will be up against Sydney McLaughlin-Levron, the American who broke her own world record to win the Olympic 400-meter hurdle title for a second time in a row. In the field events, Olympic men's pole vault champion and world record holder Mondo Duplantis will be the hot favorite to take the men's awards. Now, the world athletes said that the top 2 in each category, track, field, and out of stadium, were chosen from a first round of voting, which comprised of votes from the World Athletic Council, officials, and dignitaries connected to the sport, known as the World Athletics family, and a public vote on social media. And that's where we're going to have to leave it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow evening. Till then, good night and take care.